What's up, guys? Good morning. It's Cryptopher at steemit.com, Crystal Bear Kalaikai at Facebook, and G_male_baby at Twitter. Just wanted to cover real quick the Tether issue. Okay, so what goes on is usually when you invest in cryptocurrencies, you're going to go in and put a deposit into a crypto exchange. And many crypto exchanges use this token called Tether. In some of the international exchanges, they'll have a similar tether. Here in the U.S., we have the USDT, which is like a tether coin that is pegged to the U.S. dollar. So in a lot of ways, it's like fiat currencies, where a country pegs their currency to the U.S. dollar for economic reasons. They may want to do it for a benefit. Like China will peg the yuan to the U.S. dollar, so that no matter what the dollar does, the yuan will do it as well. Well, the concept of Tether coin is they want to avoid U.S. dollar issues, since the U.S. dollar is the Federal Reserve's currency and, quote, the U.S.'s currency. They want to be able to provide people who use the exchange the opportunity to avoid taxes. And if you don't have to sell your cryptocurrency to convert back into U.S. dollars, you don't have to pay a tax if there's any appreciation in your capital, right? So if you invest your fiat currency, your US dollars, into a cryptocurrency, you use it to buy Bitcoin, let's say, you don't ever have to go back to US dollars if you don't want to. And that way you avoid taxes, because it's not the US government's property, and so they don't get to tax you on it. All right? Of course, those things the government's going to try to get into, and they're using the Securities Exchange Commission to try to get into it, because they're viewing cryptocurrencies as a security. And right now, currently, exchanges are self-regulating. So here's the process. Let's go back to the beginning so that you understand. You have US dollars, and you want to buy Bitcoin. Most currencies will not allow you to go directly from US dollars into Bitcoin. What you have to do is you deposit your funds into the account, and you'll purchase this token called the Tether coin. Then you use the Tether coin to purchase Bitcoin. All right? So what they're saying is that because there's supposed to be this audit to prove that Tether has $1 backing in their bank account, backing every Tether coin, the audits haven't been happening. That's most likely the auditor's fault, not necessarily Tether's fault. But the other issue is that because of the popularity of cryptocurrencies, a lot of people have been getting Tether coins, or at least the amount of Tether coins has been expanding dramatically. So a lot of people suspect that there's a scam going on, because the inflation of the supply of Tether coin doesn't seem to match the amount of dollars that they claim to have in the bank account. Unfortunately, they haven't had an audit done. Their website says that they've had an audit done, but they haven't had an audit done, and recently they just dissolved their agreement with the auditor who was supposed to go in and make sure that that amount of US dollars was backing the Tether coins that they've been creating. So many people suspect that they are inflating the supply of Tether coin, much the way the Federal Reserve counterfeits the US dollar and inflates the amount of dollars that are in circulation, and uses those dollars to buy assets to artificially prop them up. In other words, they're nationalizing assets in the United States, making them government-owned without telling anybody, because all they have to do is secretly print money, take that stash of cash, plow it into, let's say, bonds, government bonds. If people don't want to buy government bonds, the Federal Reserve can do it. And a lot of central banks are doing this all around the world. Tether coin may be no different. The beauty with Tether coin is, if you're in Coinbase like I am, you don't have to worry about that, because Coinbase allows you to link your credit card or your bank account to your Coinbase exchange account. And you can use dollars to directly buy Bitcoin. That's what I did from the beginning. I bought Bitcoin, transferred the Bitcoin to another exchange where they have altcoins that I like to trade in, and then when I'm done, I sell the altcoins, go back to Bitcoin, transfer the Bitcoin back to Coinbase, and I never have to deal with Tether. So if Tether coin is dissolving their relationship with their auditor, you can dissolve your relationship with Tethercoin. It's that simple. So if Tethercoin crashes, like BitConnect, like I said, this is a Wild West market, and you're going to have a lot of scams. But you have scams in any market, even regulated markets. Look, Bernie Madoff is all I have to say. Remember Bernie Madoff. And the funny thing is, Tether apparently is pairing with Madoff Associates to do some auditing or to fix this situation, which right in that should tell you is a red flag. But Bernie Madoff was a scam that scammed people out of billions of dollars, and he was in a financial firm that was regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. So regulation by the government does not prevent fraud. But fraud is what government uses to justify their getting into markets and over-regulating things. We don't want government in markets. We don't want them regulating. And the reality of it is the people who are putting this report out and putting a negative spin on it and saying Bitcoin's going to crash, those are people who got out of Bitcoin because they got scared from some other type of news that was fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They didn't educate themselves about it. And so they missed out on the major rally that took place when they got out. They got out like here, and then Bitcoin rallied up here, and they missed out. Bitcoin has crashed since. Okay? And what they're doing is they're doing a poop and scoop. Instead of a pump and dump is when you already own Bitcoin and you pump it. And you want the price to go up. That's what I'm doing. Of course, I'm going to do it naturally because I'm in it. I want it to go up. I also want it to go down. That's the beauty of me. I'm neutral. If Bitcoin goes down, I buy more because I believe in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, I take some profit because I wanted to make money on Bitcoin. It's as simple as that. There are people who just want to make money. And there are people who missed out on that chance to make money, so they want it to go down so that they can get in. I'm fine with both, but just realize who you're dealing with. Right? So they'll come in and they'll give you the FUD announcement, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt announcement, to scare you because they know you didn't educate yourself. And that's what my purpose is here, is to try to educate other investors so that we don't have this kind of activity going on in the markets. You're going to have it anyway, but we can smooth it out because if you have an educated investing population, the fear doesn't mess them up as much, and the exuberance or the excitement of rallies doesn't mess them up as much. You can make money no matter what. If it drops, you see it as a money-making opportunity because you can buy it cheap, wait for it to go back up if you believe in it. And if you want to make money and it goes up, you can discipline yourself not to go, whoa, it's going to the moon, and wait for it to keep going to the moon, and then all of a sudden it crashes and you're screwed. When it goes up, take your profits. Jim Cramer on CNBC likes to say that, pigs get slaughtered, right? Right? So don't be a pig. And that's true. And that's been a saying in the investment community. Greed is good, but pigs get slaughtered. So make sure you take your profits. That's all there is. And it's a simple discipline. Check your emotions. Greed is an emotion. Fear is an emotion. Excitement is an emotion. These are the things that drive markets. This is a result of greed. This is a result of fear. So when markets go up, a lot of people are greedy. You should be the opposite. And I shouldn't say you should be fearful, but you should be concerned when you see a lot of people are greedy. Because nothing goes straight up forever. The laws of physics don't allow it. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, round and round. So, if Tether is separating from their auditor, separate from Tether. Do not tether to Tether coin. I never even used Tether coin. I've never had to. I go straight to Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin I use to purchase other alt currencies. If I don't want to go back to Bitcoin for whatever reason, I look at the relationship between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And if Ethereum is up higher than Bitcoin, I won't sell my altcoins for Bitcoin. I'll sell my altcoins for Ethereum, or I'll sell my altcoins for Litecoin, so that I can gain on the double appreciation of this arbitrage. Arbitrage is, all right, for those who don't know what arbitrage is, let's say you get gold in the United States, and you want to buy gold in the United States, and it's It's like $1,500 an ounce for gold. Hypothetical, because I didn't look at the spot price, so I don't know what gold's trading for right now. But just let's say gold is trading for $1,500 an ounce, and you think that's too expensive. You look overseas and doing the foreign currency exchange, you see that gold in, let's say, Japan is trading for $1,200 an ounce. So US $1,500, Japan $1,200. You can buy the gold in Japan for $1,200 and then immediately bring it back home, minus the fees, right? The fees, let's say, are minimal, and sell it for $1,500 an ounce and pocket the $300 difference immediately. That's arbitrage. It's the same asset in a different location. You're getting different prices. See, the other issue is exchanges. Some exchanges have slight variations in the trading that's going on. So you might be able to get a slight difference based on fees and other things to make a small profit in the same asset, no matter, even though it's trading on different exchanges. So you can do little games like that. I don't like to do that. I'd rather just do it a simple one where here I have my Coinbase account and it shows me the four main currencies and how their relationships are. If I know Bitcoin is rallying like 0.8% and Litecoin rallies, 3% or 9%, I'm going to want to go into Litecoin because it's rallied more. So if I sell out of my altcoin, I'm going to go into Litecoin. That'll be my holding coin. Okay, and I can bring it back, and if you want, you can store it on your Coinbase vault. Semi-secure, but people hack into those accounts. Best thing to do is get a external wallet. So the external wallet you hold, it's a little keychain that you hold on your person. The risks are that if you're the type of person that sets things down, you forget where you set it down, there goes all your money that's in that wallet. So nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Nothing is secure. And that's what I always tell you. Everything is a scam. And as long as you realize that, the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt, the stress goes away from your trading. In fact, don't even be a day trader, because day trader is just, you're constantly watching what the markets are doing. Instead, be a hodler. Buy it if you believe in it, hold it, and then in that time that you're holding it, educate yourself. Educate. Invest in your education. Even before you buy and hold it, educate about what it is you're going to buy and hold it. Now, that's not investment advice. That's just a jewel of wisdom that I've experienced. You just need to educate yourself on anything you go into. Even Warren Buffett has said that he won't invest in anything he doesn't understand. So go in and educate yourself about it. To me, anything that tethers to another currency is a manipulated currency. Whether it's a fiat currency owned by a government, whether it's a cryptocurrency, doesn't matter. Anyone who owns something can inflate it, right? And with Bitcoin, the beauty of Bitcoin is it's capped at how much they're going to create. They'll never create any more of it unless they hard fork off of the original Bitcoin and create a new coin that can do that they program to do that. But the original Bitcoin blockchain is that there are only a certain number of Bitcoin that they're going to create. So by nature, it's a preservation of wealth. Bitcoin does not multiply. And there are only so many number of coins that Bitcoin miners can mine beyond a certain point. So don't let the fear, uncertainty, and doubt get to you. Let the FUD go, and just hodl your coins. And now, again, that's not investment advice. That's what I'm doing. I'm a hodler. And this Tether coin situation, if it falls apart, may bring the price of Bitcoin down below what I'm holding it at. Do I care? No. Like I said, I believe in it. I'm going to buy it back, and eventually it'll come back out. So like in my other video, I said that there's a floor that you reach at some point. You get all this craziness, where there's high rallies and then the crashes, but there are those people that are always going to hold, like me. They're always going to hold because they believe in it. I mean, I shouldn't say always, but because at some point I'm going to get out of it. But there's that floor, and all this volatility eventually settles at a certain point. So that's my word on the Tether situation. If you don't want to deal with Tether, don't deal with Tether. Bypass it. Go into Bitcoin directly through Coinbase or another exchange that You can use actual US dollars to buy Bitcoin, and when you sell Bitcoin, it turns into actual US dollars. So that you can just go into your bank account, out of your bank account, in your bank account, out of your bank account, and it's all over with. So this is why when I hear FUD about Coinbase also, there is a purpose for Coinbase. Coinbase does not deal with this Tether coin. And that to me I like. I can go directly from the dollars to the other currencies. However, Coinbase does not let you buy into altcoins. You only do the main four Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Those are the main trading items right now. They may add another in the future. In fact, I read they were going to add, but I totally forgot what coin it is, and I really don't care. Because, like I said, just stay in that. And if you don't want to go into altcoins, you can just trade the four. Like I said, it's the same thing. Just look at the change, the percent change. Don't look at the dollar change. Look at the percent change that you're getting in each coin. And if Bitcoin goes up 1% and Litecoin goes up 10%, Litecoin has appreciated more than Bitcoin. So at this point, Bitcoin is cheap relative to Litecoin. If you own Litecoin, you can use your Litecoin to buy cheap Bitcoin. And then at some point, reverse. If Bitcoin rallies more than Litecoin, now Bitcoin has appreciated more, is more valuable than Litecoin in terms of its appreciation. You can use that to arbitrage the percent change to grow your wealth steadily. You can do this every day. A simple trade. You don't even need to look at the altcoins. Altcoins I like because I like to speculate. I love it. You know, if you aren't willing to take risk, without risk, there's no reward, right? Because risk is what creates the volatility, the ups and downs. So without great risk, there's no great reward. I'm willing to take that risk. And I only allocate the amount of money I'm willing to see go to zero if it must. I don't want it to go to zero, but if it does, it's not going to kill me. So that's what speculators do. You take the amount that it could disappear and whatever, but I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to risk 100% of this amount of cash to make a 10,000, a 20,000, a 30,000% gain. In other words, 10 times, 100 times, 300 times, 1,000 times what I've invested. Whatever the amount is, depending upon what happens to it, I'm willing to take that risk. So make sure you do that. And avoid credit at all costs. Credit is what hurts the cryptocurrency markets the most, because people buy what they can't afford. So they put it in there, and then you wipe yourself out financially. You'll never be in the game again, at least until you can figure out a way to get out of your debt. Debt is no good. Only gamble with what you got. Don't gamble with what's not yours, because then you end up being in the pockets of other people. So, and that is good advice. I'll give that as good financial advice. If you don't know how to use debt, don't use debt. Okay? Debt will only be trouble for you. Be able to manage your finances properly. And then this market will be healthy. You know, because we always worry about scams, and then we have to worry about the people who shouldn't be in the market because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They're going to get wiped out, and then it destroys it for all of us. The fun is taken out of this market. Right now it is a free market, freer than any other market that I've seen. Take your time, enjoy it. Don't be afraid of it. Take the time to learn. How do you invest in these things? And it's fairly simple. And blockchain is not as secure as everyone likes to think it is. I knew that from the beginning. Nothing is as secure as... You know, the Titanic, they said, was an unbreakable, unshatterable ship. And look what happened to it. It's at the bottom of the ocean. Don't ever believe anyone when they say, oh, it's completely secure, no one's going to know about it. Well, number one, I'm on a camera talking about it, so they know I'm in cryptocurrencies. Number two, I linked my bank account to the cryptocurrency exchange, so they know I'm in cryptocurrencies. And if I decide to bring my money out, they're going to want to tax it, so I'll have to report it. There's nothing completely secure, but it is free right now. They're not regulating it. They can't. They don't know how to yet. So enjoy that time. Enjoy the volatility. Be a surfer and learn to read the waves and not get smashed by them. Learn to go with them and ride them and have a fun ride and have fun with it. Use it as a hobby. But if you trade on margin and you trade on credit, man, you're looking for trouble. You're making that wave bigger than you have the skills to ride. And if you're going to like Hawaii and you're getting on those mega giant monster waves and they crash and you don't know how to fall, you don't know how to exit the wave when you're falling, when you're up over here at the crest and it hits down because the rest of the water is coming out to go feed that wave, you're getting closer and closer to the sandbar at the bottom. When that thing crashes, it's going to smash you straight into that sandbar, face first. You're dead. Do not trade on credit unless you know what you're doing. All right, that's my message for you today. Ignore the FUD. Get it going. Keep things in perspective. Everything is a scam, and I'm out. Hit like, subscribe, notification on YouTube. Hit upvote, re-steam, and drop me a comment on Steam It. And Facebook, reshare if you want. But enjoy the education and educate yourself further. Love you guys. Peace.